So this week is National Volunteers Week. I'm here in Staveley at the Ashgate Hospice Shop with Grace, who's the shop manager here. Grace, thanks so much for having us here. From your perspective, how important are volunteers for the hospice shop?
Oh, they're really important. Without volunteers, we wouldn't really be able to run and do as well as that we do. So they're really valued.
And I mean, people who wanted to volunteer, how much time do they have to commit to be any use to you?
So, like I said, so some of our volunteers, they do work, so they don't really have to commit to like every day, a full day. They can just say, can I come in on Tuesday, for example, for a couple of hours? Any help is really great.
And so do you do well for volunteers in Staveley?
We do fairly well, yeah, to be fair. Like I said, we've got some that come in, week out, and then like I say, some that work and they come in when they can. So yeah.
And what sort of things do you have volunteers doing?
So they'll do sorting, steaming, rotation, they'll work on the till, cleaning, customer service, yeah, many
Everything.
things. Yeah.
So now here with Chris, who's a volunteer at the Staveley store, been here quite a while. Chris, how long have you been volunteering here and how did you get into it?
Well, it'll be about 10 years now. My dad died in 97 at Ashgate, 94 rather at Ashgate. So when I finished work, I said I'd pay him back. So I thought I'd come for a 600, something like that, that'd be 10 years. Can't get rid of me.
No, it sounds like you did pay him back. And I mean, what do you do? You're here 3 days a week, aren't you? What is it that you actually do here?
Well, I do till work and then sometimes look after shop and do what Gaffer tells me to do.
Brilliant. And I mean, what would you say to people who are wondering about maybe coming and volunteering?
Yeah, do it. Get your out of the house.
Yeah.
Need something to do.
It's been a good experience for you.
Yeah.
Well, thanks so much for what you're doing, and if you want to get the opportunity to meet Chris, get yourself down to the store. And obviously not the sort of man that just turns up for a photo shoot and doesn't do anything. Here for a long shift of a whole hour, and you're going to be showing me how we can turn this bag of goods that's come in from donors into shop ready stuff. So just talk us through, when people bring stuff in, how does it go from that to being on the shelves?
Okay, so when people come in, obviously we look at it. We make sure that there's no holes, stains, marks. Make sure it's in a sellable condition that somebody's going to want to pay money for. So once we've done that, you would put one of our cards on, and then we'd put a price on. It'd get hung, and then we steam it, and then that will go down onto the shop floor.
And if people want to donate to the store, what sort of things are you looking for?
Just any item that's in a good sellable condition, that's not marked, stained, got holes, or say something like briquette, it's not chipped. Just something that if you went into a shop that you'd think that's good quality, you would buy that yourself.
Brilliant. Well, find out in an hour how I've gone on, whether I've managed to keep my post, but thanks so much for what you're doing, thanks to your volunteers, and obviously if anyone is able to come along, either to give their time up volunteering or simply to buy the product, then please come along to the Ashgate Hospice Shop in Staveley.
Thank you.